Thinking of recording. Oh, I see Nathaniel now. All right. Oh my gosh, I've got so many different things I'm going to be doing at the same time. Okay, I see Chase. So I see Chase. Okay. You're gonna have to remind me because hold on, let me finish real quick with online. I see Kaylee, Chase, Cole, Nathaniel, Skylar. Okay, I'm presenting my screen. All right, so I can get the right slide up. Let me get through this, and I've learned that for whatever reason, you guys have like 4 years worth of stuff in your drives. You've never thrown stuff away, and you've never organized it. And you guys have a notebook that's due for me, and I don't want to see everything that get off the wall. What's on the wall? That is in your drive. I don't. So I've learned that some of you, even though we spent time at the beginning of the year, if I go into my drive. Okay, so I spent time last weekend organizing my drive, and I know I've got a little bit of junk down here that I just haven't had a chance to move around, but I recommended that you guys go ahead and create a folder for each of your classes. I mean, you've got to make one for here. And you probably don't have a little person on yours. If you created an ESS, that just means I shared it with myself. I shared it with my own private Gmail to make sure I knew what the heck I was doing before I came in here. And then in first period, we found out that I told Canvas how to do it the wrong way. So we figured it out in first period. But I would create an ESS. Now, if you don't have a mouse, which I honestly would recommend that you use a mouse because those trackpads are a pain. Over here where it says new, you need to create a new folder. So y'all need to get your Chromebooks out. Alex, Chromebooks out. If you have not done this yet, even though I've been harping on you guys, for a Chromebook, which I can't stand Chromebooks, but that's what you guys have, I just right click and create a new folder. Chromebooks just, okay, so in a Chromebook, you see this little plus, this new tab, click on that, and you're gonna create a new folder. No, you should just be able to click on it. Just click on it. Like I right click down here to create a new folder, but you guys don't have the right, yes. And you're not gonna submit it, you're gonna submit a hard copy instead of a digital copy. I have some people that have done that, okay? And if you want to, you can go through those folders, those binders back there, because it has to be secured in something. It doesn't have to be like a 5-inch, but it can't just be like a manila folder either. It needs to have like rings so that it doesn't fly everywhere if I pick it up. If you're doing everything on paper, it's okay to do a submission. If you have a paper version, I need your notebook turned in when you take your exam. And for you guys, that is, I've lost my paper. For you guys, no, I was looking for the time. Today, yes. So, no, even it's us, Thursday. So 6th period, and this goes for online too. The test itself is from 125 to 225. The test is on Canvas. Yes. I will if you give me just a second. Yes, I just have not gotten there. If you're online, they are requesting that you take the test with the class. It's 33 questions. Everything's in Canvas. It's just like what you guys are used to. If you're needing a paper version of it, I have not even moved it out of Canvas onto anything to be able to make it a decent test, because the way that they print stuff out is not good for testing. So I haven't had a chance to do that. So if you have a hardbound version of notes, if you've been writing your notes and you are submitting a paper version of notes, yes, it needs to be secured some way, somehow. I have plenty of binders back there. If any of you need a binder for any reason whatsoever, I have a whole bookshelf of them. I brought out some fingernail polish remover to try to get Sharpie and stuff off if somebody's name was on there. And then if you're turning in a paper version, I need it the day that you guys test. Now, the notebooks are due by 4 o'clock Thursday, period. No ifs, ands, or buts. I'm telling you right now, I'm going to show you how to organize your drive. You have plenty of time to upload a digital version of stuff. And if you don't know how to share a link, I'm going to show you how to do that too. I am not taking anybody's notebooks home. The only thing I'm doing is, if I need to, is looking them up online and doing it that way. So, let's see. So if you have not, you're going to click on this new tab. You're going to create a folder. And as I just said, call it ESS. I mean, I guess you can write it out if you want to. Yeah, by all means. I have plenty, all different sizes back there. Some are in better shape than others. You can change the color if you want to here. I'm just going to ask that the only thing that you put in this ESS folder is related to ESS. I don't want to open it up and see something that I am permanently going to be scarred for the rest of my life. So, no. So when I opened up my ESS folder, I personally went ahead and created a subfolder for every 6 weeks. And then I just had one for resource, like safety and stuff. So you should only have first 6 weeks material in here. Now, in my drive, and for you guys, if your drive is a hot mess, this is going to take some time. Let's say I want, and yes, people ask, where's the titles of the notes? I'm going to show that to you in a second. If I wanted to put that in my ESS folder, literally all I have to do is drag it and drop it. You could right click it and you could do move to, and you can select a specific file. There's different ways to do this. If you are not using a mouse, yes, this is going to take more time with your Chromebook. Now, if you'd already made an ESS folder, you should have been saving these in your ESS folder to begin with, and that makes this a lot easier. What's the matter?
How do we make that for like our first 6 weeks folder inside the
Okay, so if I go back to my drive, okay, so I just clicked on my ESS. I personally right-click to create it, but it's the same process. It's this new button right here. It's the same thing. I would go ahead and do all six weeks. Now, when I clicked on my 6 weeks, just because I have OCD and I don't want everything to be super messy, underneath there, I created one specifically for notes, one for resources, and then one for like worksheets and reviews and handouts and stuff like that. You don't necessarily have to go this far, but you should have a first 6 weeks tab. And when you open that, this little drop-down tab right here, whether you created, maybe you just had an ESS folder, maybe you just threw all your notes in here and you didn't sub-folder it out. This little drop-down tab next to the people, if I click on my first 6 weeks, this is where you're going to get your link. We learned in first period that Canvas doesn't let you share the entire folder. It won't. I don't know if it's too big or what. So what I did instead was in Canvas, oh, here's the list, by the way, for your notes, what I called them. I've got it here too, but it's in here. I'll go back to the right tab. So there are no openers this week. Here's a list of the notes. It's the list in the order that I gave them to you. Now, yours isn't going to say, oh, come on. Yours is going to say copy of, because I make you guys make a copy. But, and then the only one that the title that I put on here that's not really the title that's on the thing is this first one. That I called it Early Ideas and Scientists, and on the notes itself, it said important physicists / astrophysicists, but that was the first one that we did. They don't have to be in numerical order. If you really want to, you would call this one Notes 1. Galaxies would be Notes 2. Notes 3 was already said Notes 3 on it. Notes 4, it's on there, but it's behind the telescopes. And then we did the sun, and we did terrestrials, and then we did the gas giants, and then we did, what did we do after that? We did comets and asteroids. Then we did constellations. And then I think we did the moon. And then the last section that we did were black holes first. No, that's wrong. Star life cycle and death. That really should have a space in there. That's not good. It's in Canvas. First 6 weeks notes list. I don't think I messed up the, you know what? It wouldn't surprise me with the warning that I had. It's there. There's no like, it's not like an assignment, it's a page. You have to actually go to the module to see it. When it comes time for you to submit your notebook, That's where it says first 6 weeks notebook submission. And you're going to, so let me go back. I'm scatterbrained. If I go back to my first 6 weeks, once again, you're going to get your link. Now, you guys don't have all the options I do. I think yours just says ASL. Don't let it be restricted, because then I have to request access and you have to allow me access. So I'm not going to mess with your drive. All I'm doing is going in there and counting up to 13. Did you do them or not? So you need to take it off of restricted and put it on ASL. And then over here, you're going to copy the link. When you go back to submit it, when you go to submit this, you're going to paste that link in there. They might be asking me questions. No, I don't think so, but it looks like I got more people. That's why we're spending all day on this. Some of you have not done this before. Chase, Cole, Jillian. I got Jillian now.
It doesn't show me my ESS folder when I right click on it. I say move. It shows my drive shared with me and started.
Okay, hold on here. You go back to this. I have to look and see what you did. Okay, so that's okay. So right click it, move to.
Down numbers.
I got there's ESS. Yes, I know they're slow, and there's nothing I can do about the speed of this. That said, I'm glad that I gave us an entire day to be able to organize these things, because yes, your Chromebooks are working at a snail's pace. I know that. So if I go back into my drive, so when you have all this, if you're having a hard time finding it, that's what search and drive is for. Oh, what are you doing? So let's say I'm going to search for, there was one that was on black holes. Now, if you just type the word in there, everything that had the word black holes in it is going to pop up that's in the drive, including reviews. But when you do find the right one, right click it, or however you right click on a Chromebook, use what, both fingers, I think. And you're going to, here's the move to. And then you're going to put it into your ESS file. Once you have everything in your ESS file, Earth, space, science. Once you're in there, you're going to have a bunch of stuff in your Earth space. I would create a first 6 weeks folder and dump them in there. I'm really only looking for the notes, and there's 13 of them. So this is the list in the order that I gave them to you. This is what I called them. So you're going to see copy of Early Ideas and Scientists, copy of Galaxies, copy of Cosmic Measures and Stars, copy of Telescopes, because I made you guys force a copy on every single one of these. I did. And then I don't want you guys to see somebody's specific grades. Here, let me. No, I don't want to get in trouble. I'm going to present, stop presenting. Give me just a second. I'm going to freeze this. So just to show you on my side, when you guys submit this, I have people that have already done it, even though they're technically not due till 4. Y'all, the earlier you get this done, the easier my life is going to be, because I have to manually go in and check all of them. So I'm just going to click on this kid. You guys can't see it. All right, so I don't even know who I clicked on. I just know it's not in this class. So when I go on the speed grader in Canvas, I actually, and this is something else I learned in first period, because this is the first time I've ever collected notebooks in a digital format. I've always done this, but they've always been hard copies. But when I open in a new tab, so he already went ahead and did everything by 6. I'm going to click on his first 6 weeks, and this is what he has so far. So if I click on comets and asteroids, then, well, there's not much here. There's a little bit here. As long as there's stuff on there, that's okay. But I should be able to go in and check, yes, they did do their notes or they didn't do their notes. Looks like he's got one that's in PDF. Now, some people have asked, if I did it on paper, can I take a picture and upload it? Yes, you can. Then you're just going to name it. Don't leave it numbers and letters. Name it, whatever that topic was about. I would prefer as many of these to be as digital as possible, But if it's all paper and you want to do it that way, as long as you don't hand it to me as you're walking out the door Thursday, because that's going to make me mad. So go back to this. Okay, so the only thing, and I've already dropped 5 daily grades on you guys. I dropped 5 of them yesterday. The only thing that should still be turned in besides your notebook and obviously the 6 weeks test is that documentary on black holes. Some of you turned in paper versions, some of you uploaded the digital. If you were not here Friday, I am not giving you access to my Amazon Prime account because I know exactly what's going to happen if I do. So if you really were not here Friday, I'm probably just going to exclude you from it because what? You're not here. I have to go through my attendance. That's something else I'm working on today. Go through my attendance, and I can just go and click. I think it's E is what the code is. Okay, so I know there was something else that I wanted to check. I gotta freeze this. I need to go and see who did not take that last test because you're like out of time.
When was the test?
Like 2 weeks ago.
You wanted to submit our,
If it is totally ready to be submitted, you are welcome to submit it.
our black holes?
Oh, you mean the documentary? Yeah, oh, yeah. I've been checking them.
But there was a couple
Don't-
questions.
Don't worry about it. If there was a couple of them that were short. There were some classes where we were talking a little longer and we didn't finish it. I'm not going to get you for that. All right, so the test from before, we are not in my first. We are in my 4th Earth space. Okay, so I don't know if Chris is online or not, or Francisco. Damien, you did not take the test. Cole, I gave you one. Did you finish it? Okay, Ashley's not here. Hazel's not here. Did Hazel go remote? No! Stop saying people are dead. That's not nice. What I can do is I'm going to go in and I'm going to physically open these for those particular students. So Damien, you have like not a lot of time to take this test that you did not take. All right,
Damien, get on top of it.
Damien, it won't let me click on you. Damien, Cole, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm opening it through Canvas. Ashley, where's my grade book? I know, I'm coughing too. It's the, I don't know if it's ragweed pollen. That is normally the culprit that gets me. Hazel and Damien. Oh, no. I already got Damien. Devin. Did I spell your name wrong, Devin? D-E-V-O-N. There we go, Devin. And I got Ashley, I got Hazel, I got Cole, I got Damien. But I am not opening this. Those of you that did not take your test, it's getting shut back down at midnight. I haven't completely opened it yet. It's our solar system test. I'm still putting in names, so you got to give me just a second. I got to tell it okay. Those of you that are online, just bear with me a second. I'm doing so many different things at once. Okay, Damien and Cole, it should be open. Let me make sure that there's no access code. There is no access code. Okay, now, so like I said, you guys have the period where you would be creating an ESS folder if you still hadn't done it. I would personally just go ahead and create a 1st through 6th, 6 weeks folders. Dump your notes into the first 6 weeks. Once you're in that folder, there's a little drop-down tab, and I'll show you. If I tell it to share my screen online. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, so, once again, in mine personally, I created an ESS folder. I created a 1st through 6th. If you do put it in a 1st, you're going to open the folder that you want to share. And then up here, if you're having problems uploading back there, the one that you're trying to share, don't hit the share button, hit the get link button. You're going to get the link. Tell it ASL, not restricted, because you guys don't have this one. Then you're going to copy the link, go into where it needs to be submitted, and you're going to save it as a website/URL. Should be how it does it. I'm going to leave the copy of the title of the notes up. I'm going to stop presenting, and I'm going to, I don't know if it'll do this. Yes, it will. Share. You guys have a copy of these in your drive. Let me see. Yeah, exit out of that and go to a different one. That was happening to somebody else as well. Like, which one is it that's doing that to you? I wonder why. It's because I've had other people that have uploaded it. Yeah, David was having that problem in a class, and I don't know which one he was. It's got to be the bandwidth. It has to be the school stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're just doing the same thing.
Why?
And then mine just sits there like that.
Yeah, the internet's not out though. Well, no, it's not out because mine is working.
Yeah, I'm on a lot. I want to use the wire. And I got a couple in before it started doing it.
I don't know if it's because everybody's doing it right now or what.
No, because I've already submitted, I think it's just a certain file.
No, because I tried.
No, because other people have uploaded it, no problem.
I already have like,
No, yeah, but
I already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Try getting out, and I know it's not fun to totally get out of the system and get back in. Try to exit out of your drive and reopen your drive, like a software reboot, if you will.
that's smart.
I mean, I know you're gonna have to redo everything, reopen everything up, but I mean, you know how it is sometimes. Stuff doesn't work right. Turn it off, turn it on, all of a sudden it works again. Software reload. Okay. I'm going to stop recording this because that's leave. Stop presenting. Stop recording.